Wow, I'm so glad that you decided to stay tuned with us today. You just don't know, behind the scenes, this one was talking about going to the car to get her gun. Oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it. But anyhow,
No, who was she gonna shoot?
you, because you were trying to tell her that she needed to not do something, and she's like, I got my gun in my car. Okay, well, anyhow.
I need you
See,
all to rescue me.
that's why we need gun legislation. So let's wrap
Yes,
this
we
thing
do.
up.
Send an email. I need you all to go ahead and sign a
gosh.
petition. We do. We need
Y'all
gun
are
legislation.
exaggerating the truth. I thought you all was Christian women.
And I need you all to
What does that got
promote
to
that
do with it?
psychological.
In any case, you can go to moveon.org, moveon.org, M-O-V-E on.org, and there is a petition on that website that you can sign regarding the gun control, and it gives you a lot more information about the gun control legislation. Martin Luther King's son, Martin Luther King, is it Junior? The third,
okay.
is currently advocating this particular bit of legislation along with several mayors throughout the country. So go ahead and take a look, moveon.org.
And when you go on there, you may see a picture of Josette beside the.
Oh, no.
You
Which
may
one?
see a picture of Josette saying, please.
With the NRA
She's carrying a gun.
toting woman.
Vote.
Well, you know, and keep
You'll
in
think
mind,
twice about busting in my door.
Oh, my Lord.
And
Well,
I said dough.
the National Rifle Association is a very powerful organization comprised of a lot of very wealthy people, and that's why legislation has always gone their way, be it right or be it wrong. So this is your opportunity to state if you are in agreement with this particular legislation. That will probably help some.
Sure it will.
It's not going to
Sure.
be perfect, but it will help. We need to go into our money matters because we got to tell them about investments, right,
Yes,
Sherilyn?
we're going to talk about money matters because
right.
your money matters to us and our money matters to us.
Yes, yours
You know,
surely does.
Today
More
we're
money,
talking
more money,
about,
more money.
we're giving you all that financial tune-up. So what a great way to start tuning up is to tune in and to understand a little bit about how to invest. And I'm not going to say how to select the appropriate item to invest in, but we're going to talk about that whole process in investing and where you should start.
Where do I go
You know-
get some stock? You're not going to tell me, huh?
No. I'm not getting into all
We're
that.
not financial
First of all,
advisors.
I
We
am
are
not.
not financial advisors.
And let me
okay?
tell you something. When it comes to making those types of decisions, I am not an expert on that, so I'm not even going to play.
Because if you lose your money,
Right, please
come
don't
to
call me.
That's her disclaimer.
I am
It
not-
is
yeah,
out there. The
I am not
disclaimer is
responsible.
out there.
Listen responsibly. I am not responsible for any decisions
That's
that
it.
you may make as a result of this conversation. Let me put that out there first. All right, if you are wanting to invest, you want to find ways to make your money grow.
That's
A lot of people do make the decision to invest, but I don't think that we always follow specific
Guidelines?
steps
Okay.
to make reasonable decisions about investing. I was absolutely fortunate enough to go on to the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, and they did provide some tips for investing. And the very first tip that they recommended was for you to select your broker. Now,
Absolutely. Now, how do you
if
do
you're
that?
going to invest, you need to go through a broker. Now, you don't just randomly, Josette makes a phone call and say, girl, you know Raymond is a stockbroker now. I'm going to need you to call him and let him invest some money for you. And the name of his firm
Well, I wouldn't
is,
talk like that, but-
is
Mo Money.
Momo Joe. Momo Joe Investment
No,
Company.
more money.
Mo Money Investment Company. Well, you know, it's okay to take recommendations from friends, but you really do need to do your homework. You need to find out what kind of disciplinary action has been taken against the firm that you are considering. You need to identify what your needs are. How much work do you need from your particular broker? What is it that you want them to do? You need to talk with these potential salespeople, ask questions, make sure that you really understand the services that are being offered to you.
And find out, you know, she said Raymond just started, so
See, you need to, you
Right,
need to know there's some
right.
experience, some background, some
Yeah.
history there.
You need to understand how they're paid because, you know, for the average person, we don't really understand how brokerage firms work, how they're paid, how they make their money, how that benefits you or what may happen. You know, it was interesting to me to find out that when you go on and you may do some of your own investing, not necessarily have a broker, but every time you make a transaction, there's a fee that's associated with that. And a lot of people don't know that. You know, there are fees that are associated, so you need to be.
Because they have to make money.
Yeah, you need to be aware of those things, and I think.
Oh, we have a phone caller. Hi, caller. How are you? And welcome to Real Women, Real Issues.
Hey, I'm great. How are you, ladies?
Fine,
Wonderful
thank
to
you.
you.
Great. Hey, my wife and I, we talk about this like every year. If I may make a comment, if that's okay.
Okay.
Great. My wife and I, we talk about this like every year. One of the things, it's income tax season, and we see people like they go to the laundromat. They go to the laundromat, right? And my wife and I, since we've been together for a long time. We always had a washer and dryer, and when one broke down, we went and got another one, even if it was used. I don't understand why people don't take their money like tax season instead of going to the laundromat or the wash house. They call it the wash house down here, and
That's back
investing
in
like
the day.
$250 into a washer and dryer set. Another thing is, if I may, real quick, ladies, and I watch y'all show all the time, is that I noticed that I got some friends in the car business, and they say a lot of people, they go and tell me how y'all feel about this. That a lot of people like the used car lots to say, come fill out, we take your W-2 form and we'll put you in the car. And some of my friends who are in the car business say, yeah, they take all their money, and then about a month or 2 months later, they come back and repossess the car because they couldn't afford the car in the first place. What's y'all take on that?
Sure.
Thank you for calling Real Women, Real Issues. Continue to watch us and email us, Real Women, Real Issues, Facebook us, tweet us, and who want to answer the question?
Well, I mean, those are financial decisions that you undertake. I don't know if I really. We can't tell you what to do with your money.
Right.
Realistically, you have to determine your level of need. I think that in terms of investing money, a great portion of the population, first of all, are living paycheck to paycheck, and there is some hesitance in investing because we really don't understand the stock market. And I think that those people that actually run the stock market do not truly understand the inner workings of it, and therefore we don't venture in that department.
And as far as the car, using your W-2s to get a car, what's wrong with and again, we're not financial advisors, but what's wrong with doing your own taxes or going somewhere and getting your taxes done and then you sitting down bargaining saying, I'm only going to put down this, I'm only going to pay this. You're being in control of what you want and the terms you want. Even if you have the worst credit, you still have the right to say, I'm not going to spend my money with you. Thank you.
Right.
Bye.
But it also sends a message of desperation when you go and you do something like that. You are at their mercy, and then you're subject to
That's true.
Different higher interest rates. You're not necessarily making. You're not, as she said, in control of what's going on. So I don't necessarily. I would never take my W-2 to a car lot
Never.
and let them fill out the taxes. And
that's just me.
But
And
I
again, we're
wouldn't
not
either.
financial advisors.
Sure. So
I
if
wouldn't
that's
either.
the choice that you
No.
decide to make, then so be it. You have to live with the consequences of that, and hopefully you will make wise choices.
I hate
But
it
I
if
do
you
agree
have
with buying that
EIC
washer and
and all
dryer.
that.
I do
too.
agree. I agree with buying
As
that
a
washer
matter
and
of fact,
dryer.
I was, and see, I digress. Why are we going into washers and dryers? Because I do have a story about that.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Well, thank you. We agree with you about the washer and dryer. I don't think we agree with you about taking that W-2 in there. But anyhow,
And just a plug, I've been looking at that front loader washer and dryer, and I need
I
that.
have too.
we have
The
another
red
caller.
one.
We have another caller. Hi, caller. Welcome to Real Women, Real Issues.
Yes, hello, ladies.
Hi.
Hey, okay, I just have like a little statement to make.
Okay.
Okay.
I really believe that certain people
are just bred to be poor. I know one lady received $100,000 severance pay. 1 year she was broke. Hey, no kids. Just go out spending without investing or anything like that. And I am so certain. I know another lady, 25,000 within 3 months broke. So I really believe certain people are just bred to be broke. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. And thank you for watching.
I disagree, but it sounds like it goes back to that mentality.
No, he's right. There are people who know you can give them $1 million today and they'll be broken in a couple
No,
of
I
months.
believe that, but I'm saying it goes back to, it's like, that old saying, you could take the
water to the horse.
You
but
can
you
take
can't
the
make
horse
it
to
drink
the
No, I wasn't
water.
gonna say that
I
one.
mean, the horse to
I wasn't
water.
gonna say
Yeah,
that one. I'm a
wow,
real
okay.
woman, real issue. I was thinking about the one where you
Well,
can
that
take
one
the
works.
person out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the person.
Now, see, you had to go there. We should have left it with the horses,
But you know what?
That
I
mentality,
I don't
your
think that
mentality.
a person is bred to be poor.
I don't think that.
I think that a person can be trapped in their
Mentality.
or in their surroundings, so to speak. You have not been taught.
Right.
We are afraid, so to speak, to learn about how to manage money.
And we're scared to break away from, well, mama and them did it like this, so
Yeah,
I
because
need
like
to do it like this.
I
so
think
this
that
need
if
to go
we
like
did
this.
focus more, and I'm going to say this, and there are going to be some people that probably will be upset with me, but I think that even within the African American community, there needs to be more talk about how to manage money.
And that's why we're
How
doing what we're
to-
doing on Real Women, Real Issues.
You've got to educate yourself on how to manage money, because if you don't, that money will, disappear. It will flow away from you because you don't know what to do with
with
it,
your money.
how to make it work for you. We are not, we don't really talk about how to place your money in places where it can grow. And that if you put a large sum of money, you put $20,000 in the right type of account, interest-bearing account, then when you receive those dividends, that's money that you can spend. Learning how to make your money work for you, and that's something that we fall short in. That
Now, if
I
there's
watched
anything
my
that lady can
godfather-
take back, please tell her to take it back, get her money, and take that money and put it aside.
Oh, he's still.
Oh,
is
we
there a
have
call?
another caller.
Oh, we have another caller. Oh, okay. Hi, caller. How are you? And welcome to Real Women, Real Issues.
Hi, very well. This is Kevin. How you ladies doing?
Hi, Kevin. Wonderful in you.
Basically, what I wanted to say with regards to the financial issue is that it truly is a mindset. I don't think that people are necessarily bred or born to be poor. It's just how they were trained.
Right.
Now, typically with money, like I had recently come into a larger portion of money through the lottery, actually.
Are you
So
married?
what
Are you
wound
married?
up
you didn't
happening-
Are you
share
married?
with
Are you
us?
married? No, just
You didn't
Well,
share
no,
it
it
with
wasn't
us.
a mega millions. It wasn't millions. It wasn't millions. But the point that I was trying to say is that it was in excess of $100,000. But typically, what I would do is,
Wow.
what I've told people, I said, you take
Congratulations.
half of what you do and you put that into a long-term expenditure,
Sure.
and then you take whatever's left and you break that up into two separate groups. So you have a immediate, like mad money, or you treat yourself. Then you have a midterm goal for like maybe paying off a house or whatever, and then the remaining half is for like say retirement, and just kind of and putting it in like numerics. If it was like $150,000, I would take 75 and put that in a retirement account.
Sure.
Then maybe take the other 75 to 50 for say like paying off a house, and then the other 25 maybe for your immediate like mad money or treating yourself.
Sure, exactly. And Kevin, thanks for calling
calling
in with
in,
that.
absolutely.
Congratulations.
And
Congratulations. And I want to say that I think that's why we haven't heard from you in a couple of weeks. You were out
Months.
spent months. Was it been months? That's you were out spending that mad money. But you're absolutely right. And that's the thing. It's funny that he would mention that, because there is a mentality that in order to save and put away, that you've got to deny yourself. And there
you don't.
is
You really
room
don't.
to treat yourself.
Absolutely.
And you set aside some money to take care of those wants and those needs.
But your needs is
But let me tell you this.
not your needs, I'm
This-
sorry.
What? Say it. Say it.
In 30 seconds or less.
Say
let's
it.
go.
Say it.
Okay, go ahead. I was just going to say, we need to determine those needs and the wants. You know, wants.
Okay.
But you can't.
Well, we're going to take a break, but we've got to take a break, ladies. We got to take a break.
Sometimes you have
We
to
don't
sacrifice
Hold your
And
thoughts
she
because,
doesn't want us to take a break.
but
we
we're
need
going to take a break. So don't
Because-
touch the dial. We'll be right back.
Man.